Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever episode 36. I almost said Vacation Kingdom again. I just did an episode, so I'm kind of thrown off. Of Expansion Drive Podcast, your weekly source for all things nerdy, movies, video games, theme parks, TV, music, and sometimes a little wrestling, which we have today. As always, I'm your host, Mike Kerrigan, with my friend to the left, Blacktimus Prime himself, America's favorite worst producer ever, Didi.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We've been off a week?
It was a week. Well, last show was 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I was sick last week, so it was pretty gross.
I have this horrible cough.
Have these mics been disinfected?
I haven't been speaking into them since I was sick, so we should be good.
I have.
Has this mic been disinfected?
I hate to.
Yes, yeah.
I regret to inform you that germs stay on surfaces for.
Just letting you know, I saw you guys on Sunday, so you're probably already sick. So there you go.
Oh, that is a really good point.
And you sat next to me, so yeah.
Everyone
there
in
you
the Amway.
No, wait, was that before? But that wasn't.
I'm just saying, if you're
still
worried
sick
about
then?
germs now, you already saw me 2 days ago. So yeah. And in my right, or to my right, in the third chair this week, Miss Tori Fox.
Hello, thank you.
Hello.
Lovely to be here again. Missed y'all.
You just had a Blue Sky Beauty video, right?
I did. I just posted a Blue Sky Beauty video. It's Mad Tea Party themed.
Aaron was very
It was a really
excited.
good time. And I got new lighting, and the lighting is.
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Like I have to make when I make the thumbnails for it. I was like, oh my gosh, this thumbnail looks so beautiful.
I'm
with
so
the
happy
lighting.
that people noticed. Oh my god.
Of course, Banks noticed.
It was like
Didi and I are just like,
$50,
oh.
two
Oh,
box
this is-
lights from Amazon. Best money I ever spent.
Oh, all right. And in the fourth chair this week, the professor of theme parkonomics,
I love this new title.
Mr. Banks Lee.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Hello, Professor.
Didi, did you see that he changed his name on Twitter? Well, not official, but it's actually in the bio
in my
now.
bio.
Is it really? That's amazing.
Brittany put in a request for it, so
Yeah.
Ask and you shall receive,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Oh, I should have had you got the theme or the thugonomics, So, you think you're untouchable.
Word life.
Word life. This is basic theme parkonomics.
Basic economics.
So, Banks, you had some big stuff the past week. The show went live.
Oh my gosh, yes. So yeah, we the Attractions Magazine, the show, several things changed with it. First off, the name change was now the Attraction Show.
Oh, that's right. I totally
Shortened
forgot
the
about
name
that.
a little bit. So, and now we're doing it live. So it's pretty much the same format as it always has been, with the two hosts discussing the news, and then we have segments from out and around the parks. Except now the hosted parts with Elisa and Quinn are live. We do that live, and then we put in the pre-recorded segments and commercials and things like that. With the change, I changed position. So no longer am I sitting next to Elisa. I'm sitting at my computer, controlling the switchboard for the live stream, as well as commenting on news items like I used to do, and reading viewer comments, because now we can interact with people while we do the show. So I'm having a fun time doing it. Last week was our first show, so definitely it's still learning progress, learn in process. So we'll get better over time for sure. So just continue tuning in every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Attractions Magazine Facebook page first. That's where it's going to go live, and then afterwards it'll go up on YouTube, the replay.
Now,
Nice.
now
Heard
there's
that.
a rule when you're on here and you're plugging something. You have to,
Hashtag ad.
Yes.
hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad.
But are you enjoying the new format? Like,
It's fun. It's really kind of reinvigorated my love for the show, because I've been doing the show as the host, the editor, the director, producer kind of thing for over 5 years now.
has it really been that long?
I've been
Really?
doing the show since September 2012. So this is
Oh
kind
my
of,
God.
it's been a great way to reinvigorate the show and really get into a new type of format. And I'm having a blast putting it together.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it's got some kinks in there, but we're going to work those out over time as we continue doing live every week and get used to the format. So I'm very excited for the future. It's still up in the air if this is going to be permanent. We could switch it in a month if we decide that we're not ready to do this. But for right now, it's live. Tune in, please, and interact, because that's one of the main reasons we're doing this live, is so that we can interact with the viewers. So
Yeah.
if you're
Very
listening
cool.
to this or you're watching this, please come into the Facebook page on Wednesdays and interact with us during the show, because that's we love talking to y'all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is key. Interactivity with live streams is key.
Yeah.
Just look at Early Night Live. Just letting you know. Interact, please. And tune in Wednesdays, 6 o'clock. Attractions show.
Yes, the Attraction Show.
The Attractions.
the
The Attraction
not just
Show.
attraction
The-
show, just the attraction
the-
show. But before we get into everything, let's get into the whole rigmarole. Of course, Expansion Drive is brought to you each week by MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, and Universal Fan Travel. They're your go-to source for all things Disney, Universal, and cruises.
Ooh.
I like cruises.
I do like cruises.
I prefer if you went to Disneyland though, but I like cruises.
You're referring to my dilemma of what are we going to do for our vacation?
Which MEI Travel is going to sponsor.
Are so good.
Well, it may change because we found out recently that my Philadelphia Eagles, NFC Championship game playing Philadelphia Eagles, are going to London in October.
Which I think MEI Travel does that too.
Do they really? I'm going to have to look
I
this
would
up.
be
That'd be a really cool trip.
Let me tell you, I want to give a shout out to Jan at MEI Travel. I'm currently talking to her right now because I am planning a possible trip to Disneyland Paris.
Wow.
And she's helping me book a hotel there in Paris. So
Nice.
they're
Paris.
not only they do stuff
Music
here domestically, but internationally as well for stuff. So
Look at that.
definitely check them out. Shout out to Jan once again. Love you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
They're your go-to source, like I said, for all things Disney, Universal, and cruises. And just reach out to them for a free quote.
Free 99.
No obligation.
And of
Free?
course, a couple other things. We actually are, like we said last week, we are in our new home. We are here at Gods and Monsters comic store, right off of iDrive, right near the Artagon. We are here
Which is Artagon.
Yeah.
Man.
So actually, right in the back of Gods and Monsters, they have this really cool bar called the Vault. It actually
very
has a
cool.
number. I totally forgot what the.
Vault
I just
5421.
Is it?
Is it really what?
I don't know. I
it is?
took a picture
No, I
of
think
it.
it's 4739.
No, you're absolutely
5739.
wrong.
867-5309. Is that?
No. What is it? Why? I wonder why. We should ask him why.
Yeah, it's probably
It's
like
called
beef
that.
or something.
Birthday.
Yeah, it's probably a game thing, but I don't.
But of course, the bar is actually open up.
5421.
There you go,
I was
5421. So it's very Fallout, meets Mad Max,
Like a little shop over here or something. Like plants.
they have all kinds of shenanigans.
There's
But
like
it's really
some
cool
alien
looking.
stuff. That looks like something from Rick and Morty.
All kinds of stuff.
Oh,
matter of fact, we saw a picture of Sarah Connor on the ground over there
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, she's on the
A
floor.
young Sarah Connor.
Yeah, young Sarah Connor. But this is our new home. So come check them out because they're gracious enough to host us each and every week.
Thank you, Gods and Monsters.
And if you are a collector of pop vinyls like I am, they actually have some pretty good
They have a
exclusive
huge,
pops here that you would
huge
only
selection.
get in
already-
like
Oh, wait.
subscription
Oh, wait.
boxes.
I just bought
or-
one today.
Oh, did you?
Oh my god!
I'm Maleficent.
Hey, are they open when we're done? Because like I actually kind of want to buy something.
Yeah, like I saw
Yeah.
some pops there that like
Yeah.
Walmart, Target
Got some cool
exclusive,
stuff
convention
here.
exclusive. So if you're looking for some exclusive pops, come check this place out.
Yeah, they have a lot of like
bought
random
one.
exclusive stuff.
But we have one more big announcement. We made the announcement on Twitter, and I did on my Facebook last week. But we have a huge new sponsorship, or partnership, I guess I should say. We're partnering up with...
Wait, before you say this,
Uh-oh.
let's just give it up to Mike for being a go-getter, making this
Yes.
happen.
Yes, Mike. Living your best life.
He worked his butt off to make this happen
Trying.
while he was not supposed to on the clock at work.
I don't know about that, but...
I know you did it during your making job.
No.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I
hope
think
nobody
I did
you
it.
work with listens to
He
this.
went from Mike to Nike. Just do it.
I think I did it. Well, I was at work. I think I did it during break or whatever.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
it wasn't work hours.
Oh, I thought it was during work hours. You were just like, I don't need to do this. Let me try to.
I think
get
it was
this.
last week
me
when
try to
I
get
was
this deal
writing
going.
up, or not last week, but the week before that when I was writing up the whole podcast deal. I just wrote out the video games live and just like, hey, let's partner up. And sure enough, we're partnering up with them. So if you don't know,
Shout
they
out
are
to-
coming
yeah.
back to Orlando on March 23rd to Hard Rock Live over there at Universal, and this will be their fifth. It's their fifth showing, right?
Their
because
fifth-
no, six
yeah.
actually, six.
Oh yeah, that's
Because,
right.
They do a different CD or album, whatever you want to call it, each time they do a new version of the show. And this one's actually called Video Games Live Bonus Round.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So let's see here. I actually wrote a bunch of the stuff down. So of course, it's a huge video game multimedia experience. When you're going, Didi and I've been before. I think it was like version 3 or volume 3.
Yeah, we went to volume 3.
I think
yeah,
two or
three,
three, something like that.
We went to three.
But of course, when you're watching the show, it's a huge orchestra that's performing. and then you have like the clips of the actual video games playing behind the orchestra on this
So
huge
cool.
screen or whatever.
Yeah.
So they do music. When we were there, it was Halo, God of War. They actually had the composer. We talked about this before. The composer from God of War.
His last name was Marino. I forgot.
Dan Marino. It was actually Dan Marino. Yeah.
No relation.
Yeah, no relation.
I was gonna
And he came out and he was conducting the whole entire orchestra when they're playing the God of War music. They have actual singers come out, and they actually, it's really cool. They do a Guitar Hero contest before the show actually
shut
happens. And if you win this Guitar Hero contest, you go on stage and play with Tommy Tallarico on stage. Like, I think when we saw it was Foo Fighters that they were playing before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was really cool. And of course, and what's even better about it, included with your ticket, you go and do a meet and greet, and it's included with every single ticket. Doesn't matter if it's VIP or general admission or whatever. They have a meet and greet afterwards with the whole group.
Tommy
Wow.
and the conductor.
Yeah.
How do you know? Like, does it tell you like what games they pick from, or is
Nope.
it just?
It's usually
a
random. Like
surprise?
they actually have like a if you go to Facebook and to their event page, they actually have a whole post saying, "Hey, what do you want to hear?"
Yeah.
So I
it's-
think like last
I was
time
gonna say- I
or
was just gonna
volume
say, can I
5,
request something?
I was really excited because I didn't see it last time when they were around, but they did BioShock. Like
Oh
wait,
my-
what?
Yeah.
They did the Mass Effect theme music. They had Assassin's Creed. There's so
So
much
nice.
music, and it ranges from like everything from like the older stuff to the newer stuff.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Mike, where can I get a ticket for this?
Where can you get a ticket? Do you mean
Where?
a free ticket possibly? Is that what you're talking about?
Is that a possibility?
It is
That
a
is a
possibility.
possibility.
So we actually have an allotment of tickets that we have to give out for promotion, and we're going to do a couple different ways. But one thing I was kind of thinking of, and Didi, I want to see. I actually haven't brought this up at all yet, so I want to see what you think. We're just going on the fly here.
Okay.
He looks concerned.
No. So we're going to incorporate, the show and Twitter all at the same time.
Okay.
So I want to hear what everyone's favorite video game music is.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
It's a good one.
Okay.
So whether it be like a picture or just, I don't know. How do you think we should, say, to tell us, what their favorite music is? Just a random tweet, and then we just pick randomly?
Yeah.
Just that?
Yeah. Just tell what your favorite soundtrack is.
All right.
Or song. Or,
So we're going to do that within the next month or so. So send us a tweet at AttractionsEXP. We're going to send out a tweet on the actual page as well. And then we have 2 more contests that we're going to try and figure out what we can do with them.
yeah.
So this will be for a pair of tickets to March 23rd's showing at Hard Rock Live Orlando
Yes.
for Video Games Live.
And it's
awesome.
worth it.
2 tickets.
Especially when it's free.
Free. Everybody loves
Oh,
free.
Quick side note, kind of related to it. Were y'all subscribed to Nintendo Power back in the day?
Yes.
I did not.
Did you remember ever getting in an issue of Nintendo Power a free CD of an orchestra show in Japan of Nintendo music?
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with that CD, and this kind of reminds me of that, where it's just an orchestra playing video game
Basically
music.
what it is.
It's
Yeah, that's what it is.
it's so cool, and it's really cool because I'm pretty sure they're on Spotify, they're on iTunes.
Yeah.
If you have like one of their streaming music services, like I have Google Play, and that's what we were listening to in the car the other day. So it's
So good.
Nice.
and you can never go wrong with live music. It doesn't matter what kind of music it is.
No, it's
Live
true.
music is so good.
And it's cool seeing the crowd get excited and because people go like, wow.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of nerds, and we're just enjoying video game music.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But
Really
even
cool.
if you don't win any tickets, which I hope you really do, go to the Hard Rock Live box office, get your tickets. They take off the service charge,
$23.50 is all these tickets cost.
which is a
That's not bad
steal.
at
Because
all.
when I saw it the
That
first year
includes
it
the
came
meet and
here,
Yeah.
when I saw it the first year it came here, it was like $60.
Yeah.
So like now it's a steal.
It's
So-
it's such a steal.
And it's the Hard Rock Live at Universal Orlando at
Yes.
City Walk.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good
Nice.
venue.
Oh, yeah.
Really is a
Great
good
venue.
venue. And I don't even think it's like standing room. Is there standing room? I think it's all chairs, right?
It's all chairs. Yeah, it's
I
all
think
chairs.
that I think it just depends on because they can bring chairs in and out.
Yeah, I
Well,
was gonna
when
say, I
we
think it
saw
depends
it-
on what it is.
When we
'cause-
saw it was all like sit down. I
Yeah,
don't know if there was
seats.
standing room behind us or not, but we were like what, like
'Cause I've
15th
been
row
there
or something like
and it's
that.
I think it
just
was standing
floor.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was standing room behind us because they have that little
That little
standing
lip
area.
with the bars and whatnot. Yeah,
I think that's standing room, but I think reserved seating, it's down there.
that's cool.
It's cool.
But
It's great.
again, if you want to check them
Fun
out, like I said, it's Hard Rock Live and Video Games Live, March 23rd. And we'll figure out some more contests for our other tickets that we got.
yes.
Maybe some fun stuff. Before we get into the news, you're good. We did some fun stuff over the weekend. Banks, Victoria, and I. We went to Marvel Universe Live.
It was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. I had people at work asking me today, like, what I thought of it, and it was like, it was cheesy, but in a good way.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite. Didi.
I mean, obviously,
You okay?
Yeah, that's funny.
What?
It was cheesy.
Yeah, it's like.
But in a good
I mean, don't
way.
you like cheese? I like cheese.
I noticed while watching it, the voice acting, the voices are the same voice actors that do the characters on the cartoon series.
we had that conversation
Because I was
when we
like,
were
oh, there's
watching.
Will Friedle as Star Lord.
The funniest thing was
Drake Bell as Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. And when I heard Loki's voice, I'm like, that's Troy Baker. I'm pretty sure that's Troy Baker. So I tweeted out off the Expansion Drive Twitter, and sure enough, he liked it. And like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, yeah, that's him.
And I love that they brought in the animated voice actors to do
exactly.
this. Kind of make it like a live action cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's cool for the kids too, because that's like familiar to
recognize.
them. But my favorite part was like they would obviously like it was very action packed, but it obviously wasn't like a movie would be because like, you just can't do that. That's
Right.
not a thing.
Yeah.
But like they would like fly down from the ceiling, and then there'd be like a pause, and they'd be like, "Take him a cord off," and then they'd like do whatever it is.
Well, they
because
have
that's
to.
because
It was cool, yeah.
But it was like it was fine. But like
They don't
obviously
stop
they
it.
have to detach themselves from the ceiling.
They don't stop the whole scene to take it off because
No,
their
yeah,
characters
but
are still
it's just
talking.
like they're still
and
talking, but like you can see them just like.
And there was a cool one where like Spider-Man, like flew up into the air, and then down came another Spider-Man on the other side. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm back," whatever. But it was totally a
Spider-Man?
different Spider-Man.
Was so cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved the scenes, especially like the big scene. Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
works out. I'm just gonna say
Oh yeah, he does. They all do.
The
he had a nice butt, Didi. I'm just
Can't
saying.
relate.
If you're Spider-Man,
Heard
you
that.
gotta have a nice butt.
I definitely can't relate. Sorry.
the production company that puts this on is Feld Entertainment, and they're the same ones that do Disney on Ice, and they did Ringling Brothers
Yeah.
before they shut that down. And I could kind of tell a couple of the scenes were like they brought in some of their circus acts to do transition scenes, like because with the silks and the fire twirlers and stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
kind of a
that's
circus
nice.
break.
That was nice too. There was more of like an additive to it than
Yeah.
like just the superhero. Like they had some really cool like dancing and
Oh,
like
yeah.
silks and like fire.
And the stunts were great too.
Yeah. it was cool.
Stunts and it was really cool.
It was cool. The
Highly
way
recommend.
the way that they did like the shooting, like they'd have like the lasers shown on the ground, and then it had the little spark of pyro popping
Very
out.
well
or
And
whatever.
even Spider-Man like had like not
The
rope.
webbing,
Webbing, yeah, it had like nets.
Yeah,
fly out
net
from
flies.
his
Yeah,
webbings.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like some of the costumes were really cool. Like, I love the Hulk costume. It looked weird, but it's like, man, that looks really cool. Like,
Yeah.
And then Groot was
Groot
like
was insane.
10 feet tall.
And he was walking like a mile a minute. He
Yeah.
was walking so fast in like stilts.
It was redonkulous.
Right, I was
couldn't
like,
believe
how
it.
does this guy not fall over?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That
And he's
would've-
like running.
That would have been funny if he did, though.
Like running and like flinging his arms around and like knocking bad guys over. Like,
Oh, wow.
Then
Go check it out. It's probably going to a city
Amazing.
near you.
Yeah.
So they're on a national tour.
Yeah, and they usually do like what 3-4 nights.
Yeah, I think because they were here for
City.
I think
4.
3 official nights. I think the first night was like a preview night or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But they were here for Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Didi, anything good going on with you? I haven't seen you for a little while.
Just been busy with life. Yeah.
No video games, no movies.
Well, if we're gonna talk video games, I've been playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did you
Nice.
beat it yet?
No, but I'm at the part. Oh gosh, can I?
Don't spoil it. Just
I don't want to spoil it,
Yeah.
but there's like this huge part, and you're kind of like, what? But yeah.
So I beat
playing.
I beat Hellblade last night. Senua's Sacrifice.
I still haven't beaten it.
Yeah, beat it. It's oh my god, it's such a beautiful game. It really is. If I would have beat the game, played the whole thing through last year, it might have been on my top 5.
See, it's awesome. Told
Yeah,
you.
it's great. It's great stuff.
It's good stuff.
Anything
Hey.
else with you guys going on?
Have you guys been watching Overwatch League?
No, I tried,
Listen, okay.
Are you disappointed
Do
in
we need to
the
talk about-
Orlando Mayhem right now?
Do we need
Or
to talk
the
about how
Orlando Florida
terrible we
Mayhem?
are? We are awful.
Yeah.
We
we
are
haven't played
so
against
bad.
since last week, right?
huh?
We haven't played against since last week, right? It's tomorrow that we play, right?
Yeah, we play tomorrow, and we are so bad.
We're
Like,
0-2, right?
We're 0-2. But I'm kind of trying to figure out how they do this whole gimmick of putting the teams together because the London Spitfire, they're not English.
No, it's just like how a sports
Wait,
team
they're
works,
Korean.
where it's where it's based out of is where it's like they've basically paid the money to have the team resident there. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that everyone from Mayhem is from
like the
Norway?
from like Scandinavia, the Scandinavia area. Yeah, we have
yeah, and then like London is like all from
South Korea.
South Korea.
Nobody's beating them. Nobody's beating them.
Well, yeah.
They're amazing.
Did you watch it when we played them?
I tried. I was telling Tori on Sunday, like I tried watching it, but it's too fast paced and too all over the place. I'm like, it's too much for me.
So awesome.
I can't keep up with all the different cameras, and I'm like, no, this is making me sick.
It is a lot, but I feel like the announcers are good at breaking it down, and I have learned
agreed.
a few things.
Yeah,
but
same here.
Piggybacking off of the whole they're not from there type thing.
Sorry.
So no, you're good. I think it was the Dallas team was playing, and people in the crowd were shouting USA, USA, and one of the announcers was like, "Only one of them's from the U.S. You can't do that."
That's
and
funny.
I was like, "Oh, you're so right, though." But yeah, but I mean, I'm having fun.
I love
Obviously,
it.
our team is not doing super well, but
We're
I saw
terrible.
there was a billboard on I-4 for it,
Yeah.
and I got
Really?
pretty excited. It was one of the
Wow.
changing ones, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool they're trying to make it a thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
I think it's cool. It's fun to watch. I love watching it. It's like I've already learned so much, like in terms of like the way I could play better, and
how much we suck as players.
Golly, we every single person I've ever played
everyone
with
loves
sucks.
good comeback story, you know?
No, I'm talking about like
no,
in
I mean
general,
like us.
like
Like
I
if we
thought,
tried playing these guys, we'd be dead in 2
like
seconds.
I thought I was like a phenomenal Orisa. I really thought I was until I saw, I think it was the dude from LA play him, and I'm just like, yep, I'm the worst.
Oh, I would be constantly dead. I would never.
It's crazy. Before each person dies, they're gonna have like 5 to 10 player kill streaks before each of the DPS die.
Always
it's
bad.
crazy. I'm just like, ugh.
Well, that's their career. That's what they do for a living. They get paid a lot of money for it too.
Stupid money.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
before we continue on the news here, a couple of things. Not a couple of things. Let's talk about something. So, Family Guy had its 300th episode this past Sunday. I was watching it.
I can't believe that show's still on, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's hit and miss nowadays. But since the Fast and the Furious franchise is the official movie franchise of
It is.
Expansion
It
Drive,
is. Regardless
I
of
wanted
what
to get
Tori and Brittany
your
say.
opinions on this because at the beginning of the episode, Stewie and Brian are doing a Fast marathon.
Okay.
They don't have 8 yet on DVD, so of the 7 films, Stewie says, "All right, let's start with 6." And Brian's like, "Why are we starting with 6?" And Stewie's like, "Well, I always do this best to worst. So I want to know if this is an appropriate best to worst Fast and Furious list."
Okay.
All right.
He's already starting off with 6, which is the
6.
best one.
That is the best one.
Yeah.
6, 5,
Yes.
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Yes.
Yeah.
He says, "I know that's controversial."
Yeah.
It is.
1,
No.
4, 2.
I would go.
I would agree with that.
Oh, they're not doing 8. Okay, so
No,
yeah,
eight's
I would
not
agree with
in
that.
there
Yeah,
yet.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I agree with
yeah.
that. Yeah.
6,
On
5,
point.
7, 3, 1, 4, 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's-
Wait, 2 is Tokyo Drift, right?
No.
3
Three.
was Three was
Oh,
Tokyo
just
Drift.
kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was.
2
that's
is
the one
Too
I've seen,
Fast,
so.
Too Furious.
Oh Lord, that's unwatchable.
Buzz your
I remember-
girlfriend.
Wolf.
What? I always hear you say that everywhere. Where does that come from?
You don't know that?
No,
Home
I don't
Alone.
know that.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. You remember when
When he's
home-
looking in like the chest of Buzz's stuff,
Stuff, and he
and he
sees
sees his
God.
girlfriend.
He goes,
I
Buzz,
just
you
watched that over the
go-
holidays. How did I not pick that up?
It's so funny because my kids say it now.
Really?
Like we walked past something and
He's
it was
making
something
it
that
a
was like
thing.
crazy, like dumb looking or whatever, and they're all like, "Buzz, your girlfriend," and
woof.
Gavin, of course, loud as could be, "Woof."
Oh no! Like,
That's awesome. All right, let's
they-
get the news.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into
I'm so
some
sorry.
news. Since we're already like 20 minutes in.
Even Banks knows the song. Better than me.
So,
on a break.
We actually have, I think, let me make sure here. Sorry, I should have done this right beforehand. We may have. Do we have it?
we have a
baker's
baker's
dozen.
Do we have? No,
Yes.
no, we don't. We have a dozen. We have a dozen.
Well, what's a baker's dozen?
No,
13.
Baker's dozen 13.
Our baker's dozen's 13.
So we have 12 items on the list.
not a baker's dozen.
That's close because we're adding one more right to the end. So we have 12.
yeah, we are.
So number 1, celebrate NFL Pro Bowl week at ESPN Wide World Sports Complex. So coming up, it's next week, right? Not this
Are you
coming
serious?
weekend, but the following weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's plenty of football fun in store for this year's NFL Pro Bowl week at ESPN Wide World Sports Complex. The event runs from January 23rd through the 28th, all leading up to the Pro Bowl game on Sunday, January 28th. This week-long celebration is jam-packed with plenty of exciting events to get everyone pumped up for the big game at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. So the whole lineup of things. So it starts on Wednesday the 24th, like we said. You get to watch the players from the NFC and AFC practice. You get to enjoy the NFL Pro Bowl experience, a fan zone with fun, interactive activities for all ages. And then Thursday 25th, have another chance to watch the practice. And then you get to return to the NFL Pro Bowl experience and try your luck at running the 40-yard dash.
Psych.
Which I did that last year. I'm not so fast. Not so fast. Friday they have players still practicing and guests still have the chance to watch. It also starts up the Madden NFL 18 Club Championship where the top EA Madden gamers compete live. And then you also see athletes from all over the country compete in the NFL Flag Championships, which is actually really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's basically them playing flag football.
Oh, that's fun.
But
Yeah.
they're like
That's pretty cool.
good.
Yeah.
But they're like really good.
And then Saturday, they have the NFL Championship continuing. Then they had the last day for the NFL Pro Bowl practice. It's also the last day for the Pro Bowl experience and the flag games. And then you also get to take part in the NFL Pro Bowl Fun Run Series at Track and Field Complex. Banks, did you do that last year? Did you do the Pro Bowl one?
I did the 5K.
Okay.
I did the Pro Bowl
That's probably what
5K.
this, yeah, that's probably what this one is. And then, of course, Sunday you have the game over at Camping World Stadium. And then they also have a boys 13 to 14 NFL Flag Championship game before watching the Pro Bowl players on the field itself. So lots of stuff over at Wide World of Sports.
Yeah,
it's free. Free.
99.
If the Fun Run series is the same thing as the 5K they did last year, they did the 5K at Epcot last year. So
Was it Epcot?
It started in the parking lot, kind of went backstage to World Showcase, Future World, then ended back in the parking lot.
So
I guess it kind of makes sense that they'd move it to the complex, so it's just kind of everything stays centrally
Yeah.
located there.
Yeah.
And plus, they have that new arena that just opened. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we're going to
but,
talk about that in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not as like themed as like your Run Disney 5Ks.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
The medal they gave out last year was really nice.
It's really cool
So,
looking. Yeah. And of course, all the activities there was, it's really fun. Like we went last year, and I believe we actually did an episode on
you have an
Vacation
episode,
Kingdom for it. And we did the 40-yard dash. They have a thing where you can do a long snap. So you're trying to snap it into like different holes in the wall.
Yeah.
And then there's a field goal kick. There's a part where you're trying to catch balls thrown at you. There's one to see how fast you're throwing the football. There's pictures. There you can get a picture with the trophy. They also have the Lombardi Trophy up there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You can, of course, buy all kinds of merch that you want to that you can only find there. It's really a lot of fun, especially if you're a football fan.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
for sure.
Let's see.
Real quick, we will have a Baker's Dozen because I have some late breaking news.
Uh-oh.
We got a Baker's
It's
dozen,
on your
ladies
phone
and
right now?
gentlemen.
First
What?
time ever.
It's
right?
on your
First
phone right
time.
now.
Second time
Can I-
ever.
can
Can I look at it?
Second
I just
time
want
ever.
to see it. I won't say anything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it has something to do with what we just talked about not too long ago.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so number 2, I thought this was just a cool story. Legoland Florida surprises Project X last rider
Cute.
before coaster transforms into the Great Lego Race. So after taking millions of guests from around the world on a thrilling ride experience, the Project X roller coaster at Legoland Florida Resort hosted its last rider on January 8th. Project X is set to transform this spring into the Great Lego Race, a new attraction that will add a virtual reality element to the existing coaster track. The final rider of Project X, young guest Rowan Lewis, was surprised with a brick-built trophy from Lego Pirate Captain Brickbeard upon exiting the attraction. To recognize the first-time guest, let's see here, for his special achievement, Lewis received a special surprise, an invitation to return to the park as its special guest when the Great Lego Race opens in spring 2018.
What?
And what's cool, I didn't realize this, that the Great Lego Race is actually the first virtual reality coaster designed for kids.
Yeah.
And is the first time the Lego brand has been integrated with VR technology into a theme park attraction.
That's
Because
exciting.
that's the thing, is like when you're doing all this VR stuff, matter of fact, even when you're playing PSVR, it says, hey, not recommended for kids under 12 or something like that or whatever. Just
Yeah.
because I think it's like, I don't know if it's with their mind or their eyes or whatever. Try it. They're like, no, you can't do this. And even at, what's the one at Springs? The Void.
The Void,
The
yeah.
Void.
Yeah, you can't do it if you're, I think it's under 10 or 11,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe whoever wrote those warnings been watching a little too much Black Mirror. I'm just saying.
Have you been watching it too? Yeah. Oh my god.
But anyway,
We
keep
gotta
going. I'm
talk.
sorry.
No, I was
We'll
going to say, when we were at IAPA last year, we interviewed the people who made the VR for this coaster, and they said like they made it specifically so that younger kids will be able to watch it and it won't hurt their eyesight or anything like that. And plus, it's not a requirement. You don't have to ride it with the VR goggles.
Good.
Oh, you don't?
You don't have to. You can still just ride it like a regular roller coaster, but we got to see the graphics are very Lego movie quality.
Really?
Nice.
Are you serious?
Excellent graphics. You can go, if you have a smartphone, download the Coastiality app,
Coastiality.
and you can download the actual VR animation for the ride and preview it before you ride it.
Oh, that's
What?
It doesn't have the whole ride. It cuts out the ending, so you don't see who wins the race. But
Okay.
you can see it in there, and it's pretty cool.
Do I get
That's
to see
really-
Lego Gandalf?
No, it's not any
They got to pay for that.
special
for you.
characters.
Oh,
It's
they
just
got-
your
You know
generic Lego characters.
Dang it.
They have Bill and Bob and Dan. in
Are
there.
you probably gonna go? Banks. Are you gonna go to the thing probably when it opens?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll definitely be there. Legoland is my family's favorite park. I always go. I'll be there this weekend for Lego Ninjago days. So yeah, any chance to go out there? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it.
We do need to know if it takes 40 minutes.
Well,
That's fun.
well, it's not part of the news, but they actually broke. Was it last week or the week before that Kraken finally stopped making you have to ride with VR?
Oh, thank
Nice.
goodness.
Yeah, so
I always thought that it was always a choice. I thought you didn't have to.
well, I
do
mean,
it.
like you don't have to wait in the line for the VR. So they were saying before, because of course, when we rode it, it took seriously 40 minutes to an hour,
And we have fast
it was
passes.
just like a fast thing. Like, hey, if you don't want to ride it with VR, go through this line. So
Nice.
apparently, it doesn't take as long as it did before because
Oh.
that was brutal,
Oh.
absolutely brutal.
Absolutely.
So number 3, we were talking about this a little while ago. The arena, just the arena. It's like The Rock. The arena officially opens up at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. This was what Saturday or was it?
yeah, it's the past weekend. I can't remember which day it was. I think Saturday. Yeah.
So as part of the 20th anniversary celebration at its ESPN Wide World Sports Complex, Walt Disney World has officially opened a new multi-purpose sports and entertainment arena. ESPN Wide World Sports executives, along with AAU and varsity executives, marked the grand opening with a ribbon-cutting ceremony that featured streamers as cheerleaders, performed in a high-energy routine involving Minnie Mouse, who sported her new cheerleading
Aw,
outfit.
that's really
It was actually really cute. Starting this weekend, the arena at ESPN Wild Rose Sports Complex will host its inaugural event, the UCA and UDA College Cheerleading and Dance Team National Championship, which runs through Sunday. The 8,000-seat arena will host a variety of major indoor sporting events, from basketball to volleyball to gymnastics to wrestling. The venue will also host the Run Disney Health and Fitness Expos during Run Disney race weekends, beginning with the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend presented by Children's Miracle Network Hospitals in February.
I was there in person for the ribbon cutting, and they told me that this venue is actually made to also possibly bring in concerts. So you could possibly see
awesome.
some bands coming in and some performances. And I said, oh, that probably will work great for their Night of Joy events. Like they can host Night of Joy concerts there.
So, what do you think? Move Night of Joy away from Magic Kingdom to the arena?
I think it has been for the past year or two. It's been at the ESPN.
Are you
Actually,
serious?
really? I didn't know that.
I feel like I don't know if it's been consecutive, but I feel like there was a year that it was either that or before back when they used to do Grad Bash. It was actually held at ESPN, like all the
Interesting.
concerts and stuff. I don't know.
I feel like it would make sense to do that. It'd be a lot less hassle. So,
I know, of course, it's going to be a lot bigger than what that one not atrium, but wherever it was they held the convention for.
Right.
It was like a gym almost. It looked like.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
this place is massive. It can be separated into many different sections, so this will definitely be a welcome addition for, especially for the Run Disney events.
And the cheerleading stuff. We don't have to close down Indiana Jones now for the cheerleader
Oh, I
events.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to and you used to
they
hear the,
definitely needed a space for that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it throughout the entire park.
and you're like,
What's
A
going
sea
on?
Oh,
of fancy hair ties.
and the fake buns.
They're here. I'm just letting you know. We saw them at the parks the other
Yeah,
day.
I saw them.
They
They're
are
here
here.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are here.
They are here.
Number 4, you can now go over the edge for Give Kids the World Village. So next month, Give Kids the World's Village invites supporters to challenge their fear of heights to help kids facing serious illnesses and their families. Supporters will have to go over the edge and rappel 428 feet straight down as they overlook International Drive. Those who are brave enough will gather on February 9th to rappel down the side of the 32-story tall Hyatt Regency Orlando, all to benefit Give Kids a World Village. Give Kids a World Village is a nonprofit resort in Central Florida that gives dream vacations to the critically ill children and their families. These kids face the challenges of their treatment Let's see, hospital visits, doctor's appointments, and more with great courage, which the supporters must match if they are to go over the edge. Rappellers must raise at least $1,000 to participate, and the event is limited to only 76 participants. And this is another reason why I wrote this down. Our Vacation Kingdom vlogger, my wife, Frocka Kerrigan, will participate on behalf of Attractions Magazine. And we
so
also
exciting.
welcome donations for Give Kids a World. If you go to attractionsmagazine.com,
Yeah,
you
we'll
can actually
go
go
to
to
the
the
blog
story
post.
right there,
Yeah.
the blog post, and you can actually click the link and donate to Give Kids a World. It's an awesome cause.
This isn't the first time that we've participated in this with Attractions Magazine. A few years ago, I think,
Yeah, I think so.
2014, Jesse and I went out there because our reporter Jesse did this, and I didn't do this because I was on camera, but they did let me go up to the top with Jesse, and I had to be strapped to a special rope to allow me to hang over the edge to get a shot of her
Well, I
going
wouldn't have
down.
done that. I wouldn't even done
I
that.
nearly died.
So Matt asked me originally, say, "Hey, do you want to go do this?" I'm like, no, I can't even do that fun spot. Like the whole like parallel pole thing that goes up. I can't
the
even
sky
do that.
coaster.
No, not that. It's like it's almost like a lever that goes
The
back and
sling.
forth.
Oh, the
Yeah.
hot seat.
Yeah. I can't even do that. Like I
that's a fun
freaked
ride.
out when I was on there. I can't deal with the heights. There is absolutely no way that I would be doing that. I love the kids. I will donate to the cause, but there's no way in hell that I would be doing that thing. But I did take out extra life insurance on Frogga just in case. So trip to London just in case, Didi. You
There
ready?
we go. Let's do it.
So it's really cool though, and it's interesting that they only do it to 76 people, just because it takes some time to go down 32
Oh, it
stories.
does. to harness themselves up, and some people go faster than others.
I would want to go first, get it because it would just suck sitting up there waiting.
Oh,
It was fun, like getting the initial shots of Jesse going to the edge and getting some shots of her going down, and then booking it, trying to beat her down to the bottom so I can get a shot from her coming down. And luckily, she was a little slower enough to I could do that. But I definitely want to be there with Frocka because I want to be up there with her and see how she's doing.
yeah, like, she's stone cold. Like I call her Chibs for a reason, but just I don't know if she's gonna be. I guess she said yeah, so I guess she's cool with it.
Oh, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Frocka
So
is so tough.
what day is this? The 9th? Is it?
Yeah, it said
Is
the
it like a-
9th. Yes,
what day of the
February
week
9th.
is that?
No, well, it's a
I'll
Thursday,
look it up
right?
right
I think
now.
it's a
It's
Thursday.
a Thursday.
So we have
Yes,
to.
no, it's a Friday.
Oh, it is a Friday.
It's a Friday.
Ooh, so maybe I have the day off. I can just scream at her from the bottom.
Stand in the parking garage and throw apples at her.
Get my Nerf gun ready. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Boop, boop. Oh man, yeah.
Oh
God
my
bless her,
God.
because there's no way I'd be doing that.
Should get a megaphone and yell at her.
So number 5. I don't know. Has anybody been to studios?
I haven't
recently?
been since they did this.
Okay, so I talked to.
I'm upset.
I almost said
I'm
the
upset too.
Dreamers and Doers again. As Dreamers Do.
As dreamers do.
As
Girls,
Dreamers do.
because they joined us over at Marvel Live the other day, and they said that it hasn't been the case yet. So because they were just there on the weekend, and the music hasn't changed other than the front, but new background music is coming to Hollywood studios. Every great Hollywood studio, or every great Hollywood blockbuster has an unforgettable soundtrack that helps tell the story. At Disney's Hollywood Studios, this too rings true. Starting January 11th, new background music arrangements will debut and help set the tone for your own story. So I'm just going to go straight to what the new background music is. Main entrance, and this is what the As Dreamers Do lady said. It says, adapted from a custom track created for Mickey's Avenue in Shanghai Disneyland. This new arrangement features big band versions of classic Disney songs. I don't know if I like that. So I'll go on. Banks,
You just read
definitely,
through it, then we'll complain.
Yeah, Banks, you're the most Disney Hollywood Studios person here, so let me go through and then we'll see what they say. Hollywood Boulevard. This loop was specifically arranged for Disney's Hollywood Studios and features big band hits of the 30s and 40s. Each track was recorded twice for the loop with subtle variations in order to help guests transition from Hollywood Boulevard to the hub area. Now, over on Sunset Boulevard, this is where Hollywood Tower is, right?
Yes.
Sunset?
The Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Okay, so this new loop features similar big band songs with vocal tracks. Echo Lake, leaving Sunset in Hollywood, guests will hear big band sounds that lean more towards the 50s and 60s with brass and string instruments or arrangements. Over in Grand Avenue, that's where where's
Baseline Tap House is.
Okay.
The old streets of America.
So inspired by the modern downtown Los Angeles, this loop features retro contemporary West Coast funk with electric guitars, horns, and a strong bass line and synthesizers. Guests will also hear cars driving by, birds chirping, kids playing in the street, as well as dialogue from the storefronts of Grand Avenue. Also, if you stand just outside the Garcia Sisters facade, you can hear a faint radio inside playing a Latin pop station. Now, actually, at Baseline Tap House, they have, as guests relax and tuck into their beverage, sounds of a house band performing bossa nova and jazz covers of pop hits will be heard.
Isn't that already a thing though in there? Because when I went there, they played a lot of bossa nova.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then over at Rock and Roller Coaster, which is weird, really weird reading this.
Yeah.
While waiting for your Super Stretch limo to take you to the big show, a music festival can be heard in the distance. This loop features live versions of classic rock songs with crowd sounds to immerse guests in their performances. So no more Aerosmith being played outside,
that's
though?
really upsetting.
But to me, that kind of reads into rumors of Aerosmith
going away.
being taken
Theming,
out.
that's
Are you serious?
fair.
Yeah.
Take him out of Rock and
But
Roller Coaster?
Aerosmith is such good music.
Just them, because how long has that been there?
Since it opened in 99.
99.
But they're not going to take away Rock and Roller Coaster.
No,
no,
the ride would be
no.
the same, but probably a different band and different songs.
What? I don't want that.
I don't want that either. Oh my god, stop.
Wait a minute.
Always
Love
remember.
that idea. Okay. All right, here we go.
So, Mr. Hollywood Studios.
I'm all
Yes.
okay.
You go
No,
first, please,
I have
please.
literally like one thought.
Go for it.
I went to Baseline Tap House like a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just playing like I don't even know. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember sitting there and being like, "This is really great. I really enjoy this atmosphere with this music." And it was just kind of just like little like tunes that you'd play in a bar, but like just like popular kind of
Yeah.
music. So I'm kind of bummed that it's like I don't know. It felt more like just more of like a bar atmosphere with like just some good music.
Well, I think that's
not
what they
just
were
like
playing.
jazz, you know?
Well, I thought that's what they were playing before. Like you were saying that, I'm pretty sure I heard like bossa nova versions of pop songs. Like I'm like, oh wait a minute, what is this? Like I heard like one version of Zombie when I was out there one day. I'm just like, wait, what? Are they playing Zombie here? Like what is that?
Yeah, like
Which, by the way, holy crap!
Oh, rest in peace, Dolores O'Riordan.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, what a shame.
I didn't realize how young she was. By the way,
46.
holy crap!
It was like
Craziness.
sudden out of nowhere. God bless her
Craziness.
soul.
But yeah, going back to all the music.
Yeah, I always because when I went there for the first time weeks ago, because like my friend who her name's Jamie, God bless her.
Did she pass away?
No.
I was just like, what happened? Why? God bless her.
Well, she has to deal with me. She hates bossa nova, and so like I was like, man, they're playing some really catchy songs,
Yeah,
and
playing
so
some really
that's
good
how I
songs.
realized like they started playing bossa nova. But I guess I don't know. I guess they trying
Maybe
to
change it.
up.
I don't know. I'll have to go back. I haven't been for a little while.
But haven't they played like 40s and 30s stuff the whole time?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Hollywood
All right, so
Studios?
I'm not into it as much as everybody else, and
Yes.
know the loops, backsides and frontwards. How different is this from what they were playing before?
Well, I haven't heard it in person yet. It's in some areas it doesn't seem like it's going to be that different because it's still going to have the sounds of like the eras that the streets are supposed to be, like the 30s, 40s, that kind of stuff, and with the 50s, 60s and Echo Lake. So the music will still fit in with the areas. It's just for me, it bums me out because I know this is because of the transition for the theming of the park. It's no longer a movie studio park.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
a
say, it's less
thrust
movies
into
now.
the movies kind of park. So the old music loops that I know and love were like scores from movies that weren't even Disney. Like I would walk down and hear Superman's
Oh,
theme
yeah.
and
Oh, I
like even
see what
Harry
you're
Potter
getting at.
and stuff like that. So that always reminded me of studios, and now that's no more.
Will you hear so over by the ABC commissary? Do you think you're going to hear all that
All
theme
the
music?
ABC theme songs again?
Yeah.
I hope so. I love that loop because I love theme songs. I always
Yeah.
love to sit there and just hear all these old fun theme songs from ABC's history. So I bet you that will stay because it still fits in with the
With
ABC
the
commissary
commissary.
theme.
Yeah.
But everything else is now going to kind of be a more unified theme in terms of the music, which I understand, but I'm still bummed about.
The one that I'm actually really excited about is the Grand Avenue with the whole West Coast funk thing.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
that sounds- that
modern.
sounds good.
It's
Yeah.
modern day Los Angeles.
I'm all about that. That's something totally different than you're used to hearing in the theme
Right.
parks and whatnot. But
Exactly.
So I'll have to go
yeah.
out there and go check it out and see what we think of it.
More changes to my park.
Wild boy.
So number 6, more theme park stuff. We got a lot of theme park news this week. So new projection show is coming to Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Orlando. Starting January 31st, guests of every Hogwarts house will be able to share their pride with an all-new projection show in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, The Nighttime Lights at Hogwarts Castle. The show, which will run on select nights throughout 2018, will display state-of-the-art projection mapping along with special effects and lighting as it envelops Hogwarts Castle. The new nighttime show will celebrate the 4 houses: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff.
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 Oh, you're a Hufflepuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ravenclaw. It will be the same show
And
that
Ravenclaw?
currently... And I was just saying because that's the last one written. I wasn't...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying you were both.
No.
I'm
That's
so
the last
sorry.
one. No.
Continue. Sorry.
That currently runs in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood. This will be the second projection mapping show to be featured in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando Resort, as this past holiday season marked the debut of the Magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle. The Nighttime Lights at Hogwarts Castle will make its debut at Universal Orlando on Wednesday, January 31st, but guests will be able to preview the new show on January 27th through the 28th during the celebration of Harry Potter. The show will run continuously each evening during the event, starting at dusk. For guests who purchase the Celebration of Harry Potter vacation package, they will have the chance to be among the first to see the new show during an exclusive preview event on Friday, January 26th. So, did anybody see the Hogwarts?
We have a video of it up on our
No.
YouTube channel.
The Christmas one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, the Christmas one?
Yeah, the Christmas one. Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
that one?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
what did you guys think? Because I know when Brittany was on the show and she first told us about it, she wasn't that impressed. What were your guys' thoughts?
I loved it.
Really?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good for Universal standards. I mean, we all used to Disney's projections. They knock it out of the theme park, so to say. But Universal did
Professor
excellent.
got jokes.
But I thought Universal did an excellent job.
I thought it was
it's
awesome,
it's
yeah.
not long. It's nice and short, just the right length. And this new one that's debuting, that's already out in Hollywood, is a short one too. I think it's 5-6 minutes long. So they're able to do it continuously, and it's a neat show.
Cool. I'm excited for it. I haven't been out to Universal for a little while, so I have to get back out there. Let's see. Number 7. This was actually a sad one because
I'm
I
sad
actually
about
like
this
seeing
too.
the show.
Yeah.
No. So the Circle of Life, an environmental fable, closing at Epcot's The Land Pavilion. Time is running out to see the Circle of Life, an environmental fable, because after over 2 decades, it's been there that long.
It's been there a very long time.
In Epcot's The Land Pavilion, the edutainment film will screen for the final time on February 3rd, 2018. The Circle of Life, a 70mm educational movie about conservation starring the characters from The Lion King, first debuted at Epcot in 1995. Oh my God, we're
Just
so
a
old.
year after Lion King came out in theaters.
God, we're old.
Man.
Replacing the similar but more serious opening day attraction, Symbiosis. I don't think I've ever seen that one. The film will be shown to guests for the last time on Saturday, February 3rd, before the theater is converted the following week into a new home for Disney's performing arts, student workshops, and performances. Disney says it has no plans to share at this time for a future public attraction in the film's former space. So what does that mean? What are they doing with this thing?
So basically, like Disney Performing Arts, they have a space backstage at World Showcase where they house students and getting ready for performances and stuff, and they're just moving that now to this theater, and because this theater has been used for performances in the past,
Really?
especially I've seen it with cast member productions, so their stage or some improv troupe from their made up cast members will use it after hours as a theater because you take the screen away, there's a stage right there.
Yeah.
So it's going to work great for what they want to do with
That's
it.
awesome.
And it's, of course, rumors are because of this, the area where they would house the staging for this previously was between Germany and China, or somewhere in that area, which is leading to speculation that they're clearing them out of there because a new pavilion may be going there in the future.
To where the outpost area is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just have come here to say that I'm sad about this leaving.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a little while, but
I mean,
every
no
time
one
I'll go see it one more
no
time.
one really
Yeah.
goes to say. I mean,
Yeah.
you see it once and you're like, okay, but it's
Yeah.
just like
I'm
one
gonna-
less educational, great message thing.
Yeah.
Gone.
What I'll miss the
Who
most
needs
is
an
the-
education?
Who needs an education? At Epcot.
I'll miss the wall carpet the most. Oh, I love the wall carpet.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Let's see here. Number 8. So while I was sick last week, there was a Nintendo Direct going on.
It's kind of a surprise Direct too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like everybody speculated about it, and they're like, no, nothing's happening. Surprise! Here it is.
What they call it, a Direct Mini?
Yeah,
mini
Direct Mini. But they actually had a lot of news in it, what I was really surprised about.
Now that I have a Switch, I'm more invested.
You're
in these things.
So the first announcement, I just put up the big things on here. So Donkey Kong is joining Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is actually a really fun game.
I'm thinking about getting it. So.
Yeah, it's like a tactical type thing where you have to like position characters on the map and make them try and fight the rabbits or whatever. But it's a lot of fun. Like it's nothing like crazy hard where the kids can't play, but it's enough fun that we're having fun with it type deal. And of course Donkey Kong. Who doesn't love Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
So Pokken Tournament DX is adding 2 new fighters. I believe it was Blastoise and some other Pokemon. I don't know who it is. But I did pick up Pokken Tournament in the past week or so.
Is it basically like a Mortal Kombat kind of style fighting game with Pokemon?
I would say Tekken more so. I think that's why you didn't say Pokken, right? Is because of Tekken. It's cool. It's fun. I like playing with the kids. Like it's nothing that like I would go out and play it like nonstop. But I really like playing with the kids.
I just picked up Splatoon 2.
Gosh, Gavin's addicted to that.
Good job.
He's
What a
like,
great
dude,
game.
he's like level 35 now.
Are you serious?
Really?
That kid is killing it.
Jeez.
Oh my god. And of course, they had that big Splatfest thing where it was like comedy versus action movies.
Oh, there was
They have
another
another one?
Splatfest?
Gavin's like, Dad, I'm picking action because of Fast and the Furious. I'm like, yeah, my man.
This is your boy.
My man.
Smart kid.
And then my favorite announcement with the whole thing was Mario Tennis. I love Mario Tennis. Ever since I
I'm
had
so
it
excited.
for Virtual Boy, I had Mario Tennis. I played Mario Tennis on
that
every single
Virtual Boy.
console. Oh yeah, Virtual Boy.
And-
I had a Virtual
Oh
Boy.
my
And on the Wii.
Yeah, I had it. I cannot wait. Like before the
Stoked.
podcast, I'm just sitting there playing some Mario Tennis, before setting up, and yeah, I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Mario Odyssey is getting new modes and outfits, so they have like this whole like balloon run type thing with Luigi, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
something
heard
like that.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze from the Wii U and Hyrule Warriors from the Wii U.
I'm stoked about
Both
Hyrule
getting-
Warriors.
Yeah, it's time too. It's almost like a Dynasty Warriors, but with Link character or Zelda characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, you're getting the Breath of Wild versions of Zelda and Link in there as well.
And it seems like you're getting all the DLC from the 3DS versions.
Oh, really?
Because it's a definitive edition.
Yeah. And then, of
So-
course, Tropical Freeze for Wii U was a lot of fun. It was one of my favorite games on the Wii U. It was a lot of fun. And then the one surprise, I could not believe this happened.
One of these things is not like the other.
They announced Dark Souls coming to Switch. Holy shnikes. Now, Banks, I don't know
Yes.
if you're going to like this game or not. It's brutally hard. I mean,
Hard, okay.
brutally hard. It's like a whole thing like you kill your enemies in order to get souls.
Okay.
And that's how you upgrade your weapons and whatnot. But if you die, you lose all your souls. It's so ridiculously hard. It's so hard. But of course, it's coming to Xbox and PS4 as well, the definitive edition or HD remaster,
Oh, the
whatever it is.
remastered version?
But coming to Switch I think is pretty awesome. I cannot believe that they announced that.
I'm not going to get it.
No?
I got it for the 360. I quit after 2 hours.
Oh my
I said,
god.
oh, yeah. The first, like, when you first drop, you fight a boss. Like,
Yeah.
legit, the first 5 minutes, you fighting a boss.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if
no.
I would get it either. I like Bloodborne, but it was a little bit more faster paced type of game compared to what Dark Souls is.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm hoping that this sets the tone for like more games like that coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Doom,
All
you had
for more
Skyrim, you got Wolfenstein coming next month. Yeah, give me more of those mature rated games on the Switch to play.
I can't put down Breath of the Wild. I'm having a hard time putting it down.
Have you
Like-
beat any of the beasts yet?
Oh no, I've beaten all 4. I've beaten Ganon twice.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I beat him once, and then I realized, I didn't have the special ending, and I went and uncovered all the memories, and then beat him again.
Did you get the Master Sword?
Yes, I have Master
Oh
Sword.
Nice.
I'm working on. I bought the expansion packs, so I'm working on getting all the special
You're gonna
costumes.
get the
and-
motorcycle?
yeah, I'm working on that too.
Did you do the Master Quest, like the whole trial thing?
Not the Trial of the Sword. Haven't done that yet.
So hard.
I'm trying the Champions. The Champions.
I haven't
one,
done it yet.
and
I
that one's
downloaded it.
hard because the sword you get puts you down to like half a heart. So the Champions
Oh, I
Quest.
believe isn't it like you get this sword?
You go
of
to the
death.
Shrine of Resurrection.
You get this like ultra sword,
Yeah.
but like it's like ultra power. You one hit kill everything, but if you get hit once, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And if you die, you start all over.
Oh.
So it's hard. It's hard. But I'm working on shrines and costumes and stuff. Just kind of fun stuff right now. But oh my god, I love that game so
We'll have to
much.
compare notes of how many Kurok seeds you have, because there's like 1,000 in
There's
there.
1,000.
I think I read there's 900.
999, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I know.
But room for one more.
Unrelated, but kind of. I'm playing Ocarina of Time for the first
Oh,
time.
love
for the
that
first
game.
time.
Oh,
One of my favorite games
congratulations!
of all time.
You are in for a treat.
I
Yes.
can't get past like the first hard thing. So
The
we'll
first
see.
hard thing. What does
Would that be?
I got my sword and I got my shield, and I'm in like a place that has a spider web on the ground.
Are you
and
the
then
Deku
like,
tree?
Oh, you're the
go
Deku
up.
tree?
Oh yeah. There's like a thing that keeps throwing
Oh,
stuff at me,
Julie.
and I can't get past it.
Is that the one where you have to like jump from way up high to fall and break
yeah,
the web?
break the web.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
I was like, first hard thing in my mind is like, oh, the water temple.
The reason I'm playing it is because Justin, it's one of Justin's favorite games, and he
Yeah.
gave me his 3DS and was like,
God,
"Please
I hate
play
that water
this."
temple so
Like,
much.
I was gonna
"Please play
say,
this."
when you do get to the water temple,
Oh, isn't that
make
the thing
sure
that,
you
like,
Wikipedia that whole thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
mess
you're
up
gonna need
once-
Yeah,
help.
I think
just restart the game.
Justin's told me about how it's like really hard, and if you mess up, you have to like start the whole game
I had
over
to
or
buy the
something.
guide.
Oh,
I had to
no,
buy the
no,
guide, too.
no.
Yeah, because you have to carry the princess certain places, and you have to drop her here and pick her up there. And oh crap! No, I dropped the wrong place. Oh no, I have to start over.
Oh, no,
Or-
I'm not talking about the water temple as in the one where you're a young Link.
It's when you're,
I'm talking about the water temple.
The water
Yeah,
temple.
yeah.
It's
You
like
gotta-
you have to manage your keys correctly.
Yeah.
If you open up the wrong door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And so like this was before GameFAQs was out online.
Yeah, you had to buy a guide
You had to
for
buy
like
a
15,
guide.
20 bucks.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to buy the guide.
So good.
Memories.
So good.
So good.
So I said in the beginning, we actually have some wrestling news. So a couple of things I just wrote into one little post. So they announced the first person for the 2018 Hall of Fame. Bill Goldberg has been announced. He's the first guy. I was never a big Goldberg fan, but congrats to Goldberg. Goldberg.
Whatever.
Hopefully they announce
Oh
some better
my
guys, because
God.
I'm not.
Let us know how you really feel.
He's obviously going to be like the main one.
Yeah,
which
he'll
is
be the main-
unfortunate.
Yeah, where's WrestleMania this year? It's in New Orleans.
New
Why Goldberg?
Orleans.
Are they back in New Orleans this quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend's
New,
going.
New Orleans paid a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember what, WrestleMania 30. That was like my first time I was really starting to watch wrestling. Was that WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Went
Yeah,
to-
that was like, what, a couple
Miz
years
and,
ago?
That was Miz and
Yeah.
Rock, right? No, Miz and Cena.
Yeah, 2012.
WrestleMania 30?
11 somewhere.
Yeah,
around there?
right?
No, that was WrestleMania 29.
That was 29.
That was one in New York, right?
That was when-
With
that was
the
when-
big Cena versus Rock.
No. The first one with Miz and Cena, and then The Rock was the referee.
No, I thought it was. Oh, that was 28 then.
Okay, so maybe 30 was
30 was
New
Daniel
York.
Bryan when he won the title.
Yeah, because it was Daniel
Okay.
Bryan, Batista, and Randy Orton.
That was
Yeah.
at the Silver or
The Superdome.
I know Hogan messed it up, and I'm gonna mess it up too.
Oh,
Because he said one
the
and it was
Silver
really the
Dome.
other.
Superdome.
Yeah. Oh man.
Silver
So a bit of sad news. It looks like Paige is done. She injured her neck. She just came back from neck surgery, and it
no.
looks like she's done. Like she got hit the wrong way, and she had some type of whiplash. She was supposed to be in the first ever women's Royal Rumble, and it looks like she's done.
That's such a bummer.
That's such a
Hey,
bummer
I really
too.
liked
And
her, too.
I
She's
liked
like
her gimmick too. The
29, I think she is.
something like that.
Yeah.
she's very young.
Yeah, and she's local. She lives here in town. She lives in Orlando.
Well,
a
she
lot
just
of
moved
them live in
back.
Florida.
Yeah, well, of course, a lot of them because of
Don't
NXT.
they have a training center here too?
Yeah, right over by
A
Full
lot of them are
Sail.
theme park fans too.
Yeah.
so-
Oh yeah. And then of course, starting tonight,
At 10 o'clock.
which is Tuesday, not the time that you're listening to this.
Yeah.
But it goes 10 o'clock on Facebook Live. They're starting their mixed tag tournament. Is that what it's called, right?
Yes.
And it's really cool. They joined up some of the wrestlers where it's like you have Jimmy Uso and his actual wife, Naomi, and then you have Asuka and the Miz.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's something totally different. It's not gonna be on TV at all, just on Facebook Live. So it's
That's
something
cool.
totally different that they've ever done before.
I wish they put it on TV though. It would have been a lot better if it was on the network. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably put on network maybe
Yeah.
after the fact. But
I think they're just trying to build their whole social media.
yeah, something different. I like
Yeah.
it.
I love it.
Number 10, Stephen King's It passes 700 million worldwide.
Wow.
Nice.
Holy crap. So it has reached another major box office milestone, grossing 700.2 million worldwide. Deadline reports the movie recently grossed 19.2 million in Japan through Thursday, which has helped it pass the 700 million mark. The figure is especially impressive considering the film has not yet been released in China.
Wow.
The movie's domestic box office total now sits at $327.5 million and $372.7 million internationally, with the top foreign markets being the UK, Germany, and Mexico. It has broken quite a few records since being released in early September last year. The movie has eclipsed The Exorcist as the highest-grossing horror film of all time,
I saw that too.
and holds the record for the biggest opening for the horror genre in the U.S. It is also one of the top 10 grossing domestic films of 2017, and it's one of my top 5 movies of 2017. I loved it. So good. It just came out to is it digital or is it Blu-ray too?
Usually it comes to digital first and then Blu-ray.
I can't remember if it's on both now or not, but it's out
remember.
now. You can watch it if you didn't see it in the theaters.
Good
Did you
Just
see
check
the
it out.
deleted scene that's kind of going around social media right now?
No.
They shot a
Tell me
deleted
everything.
scene, like a just a for funsies deleted
Yeah.
scene where Georgie doesn't die. He gets the boat and walks away.
Wait, what?
And
Yeah,
like you
that's
see him get the
amazing.
boat, and he's like, "Thank you," and he stands up and walks
That's
away.
incredible.
And Pennywise is just like, and says that,
Are you kidding?
and then it cuts away.
Oh, I need
Oh,
to see
that's
this.
incredible.
Oh, totally need to go see that now.
my
Man.
God.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. Number 11, Black Panther beats Fandango MCU record for the pre-order ticket sales.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
Yeah,
I
it's going to
can't
be
wait for this
amazing.
movie.
Black Panther has set a new Fandango record as the top-selling MCU film in the first 24 hours of ticket pre-sales. Fandango managing editor Eric Davis revealed on Twitter Black Panther sold more advance tickets in one day than the previous record holder, Captain America Civil War. Though pre-sales have been great, it remains to be seen if Black Panther will repeat Civil War's $179 million opening. The third Captain America film went on to gross over $1.2 billion worldwide. According to a few industry estimates before tracking via Deadline, Black Panther will likely gross somewhere between the 80 to 85 million, with a possible shot at over 100 million in its opening weekend. The film opens in theaters during the 4-day President's Day weekend on February 16th.
Cannot wait.
I am more excited for this than I am for Infinity War.
Good.
I am too.
I'm
I've actually
so
been saying
much
the same
more hyped for
thing.
this movie.
Good. This will be the best Marvel movie.
I'm
Never
so
really
I
created.
honestly so agree with you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for it. Really,
It's-
really excited for
I'm
it.
stoked.
And then I didn't realize that who's the one that's actually producing the soundtrack is oh god.
Was it Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
He's producing the whole entire soundtrack.
Oh, it's gonna be
So
so lit.
it's gonna be
Just
good.
just the trailer itself, like I get hyped every single time I see the trailer.
I told y'all I bought that song like 2 seconds after I saw the trailer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, bought that song.
Nice.
I didn't buy my tickets yet, but I will be buying them soon.
Same.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I really cannot wait.
I'm sure the Parks blog will do like a meetup for it or
Yeah.
something, but
Don't follow them on Twitter. This way, Thanks and I and Didi and Tori can get into
Yeah,
it.
so don't do it. I'm looking at
I
you.
can't gamble like that though. I just gotta buy my ticket.
Oh no,
But if
I'm
you
gonna
wait
buy a
that
ticket
Yeah,
for
I'll buy a
sure,
ticket
yeah.
either way, but usually they give you awesome treats
Stuff.
and stuff. When you go to those Parks Blog meetups.
So that's why you don't follow them.
I've only been to like.
Hopefully
one.
they don't give you those pins that they were showcasing. You heard about that, right?
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
Okay. So
What are you dropping stuff? What are you doing over there?
Get heated over here.
so I mean, you saw what it
Yeah.
was all kind of a kerfuffle for nothing.
Yeah, it looked like it was like
It was just bad lighting.
Yeah,
Just
bad
bad
lighting.
lighting,
Like
Yeah.
a flash made it,
It
look
still
lighter
did
than
look
it
a
really-
little bit lighter than what it probably should have.
Right.
But yeah, everybody's freaking out about it. But everybody
I am
freaks
so
out
sorry.
about
I
everything.
keep hitting the table with my knee.
You're good. You're good. So this was my breaking news. The whole
Number 12.
Number 12. The official plot synopsis for Solo, a Star Wars film, has been revealed.
Look at
Get
Tori
hype.
is very happy.
Get hype. Get
Why,
hype. Get
why, are
hype.
they,
Get
why are
hype.
they telling us?
Well, it's just
It's
a
not
synopsis.
really like
It
yeah.
is
It's not.
a synopsis.
It's literally
It's
like
basically
a fun
what you
adventure
think.
with
Yeah.
Han Solo and Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what it says.
It's really no spoilers.
It's PR fluff, basically.
It says board the Millennium Falcon
It's
and
'cause
journey to
people
a
are
galaxy
demanding
far,
the
far
trailer.
away in Solo, a Star Wars story. An all-new adventure with the most beloved scoundrel in the galaxy. Through a series of daring escapes deep within a dark and dangerous criminal underworld, Han Solo meets his mighty future co-pilot Chewbacca and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian in a journey that will set the course of one of the Star Wars saga's most unlikely
It sounds
heroes.
like the synopsis of like a buddy sitcom.
and I'm so
the
ready
most
for it.
lovable,
I'm
notorious.
so ready for it. I
I'm
just hope
fine.
that this ends with a Lando movie, please.
I'm
Thank you.
I'm surprised because it's coming out like in just a few months in
Yeah.
May, and we
they
still
still
have
haven't
yet
released
seen
anything.
like
Anything.
any official images or trailers or anything. It's
Well,
crazy.
I think that's because they're like in their period. I think it's like their third reshoots is like just now wrapping up or
Oh
still
my
happening.
gosh.
Like they're still, I guess, piecing together the last bits of this movie. So
Crossing my fingers.
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy hasn't done anything wrong yet, so.
Well, according to
Yet.
some people, you could say
Well,
Last Jedi. Not
In
to
my
us,
opinion, she has done no wrong so far.
So, Banks, you were talking about breaking news.
Yes,
What was
breaking
your
news. We have
Baker's dozen?
Our first time we've had a Baker's dozen.
Oh,
Second-
Baker's
second-
dozen.
second time.
Second time we've had a Baker's dozen.
All right, well, here we go. So we were kind of talking about this area earlier in the show. Miami developer buys Artagon Marketplace property.
Are you serious?
Really?
Just broke about an hour ago.
Are they saying what they're going to be doing with it?
Yeah, the defunct Tourist District Mall Artagon Marketplace was sold Tuesday to a Miami developer who plans to turn it into an entertainment complex. The developer behind a South Florida Auto Museum, Desert Development, bought the 100-acre plus property on North International Drive from Artagon owner Lightstone Group of New York. Desert said the company plans to keep the mall structure and turn it into an attraction like Fort Lauderdale's Extreme Action Park or a car museum.
So are they?
A car
So did they say
museum?
anything about the movie theater?
I think those are still staying because I think those are their own leases.
Yeah, they own
Heard
their
that.
own,
So
like the land that they're
Bass
on.
Pro Shop and Cinemark, like they're staying.
Because I was gonna say Bass Pro Shop's still packed all the time.
Massive.
The mall,
Massive.
I wonder why. Yeehaw!
the mall isn't. According to a representative from Desert, the mall isn't being demolished. We were looking for an opportunity to enter the market, and we were looking for the opportunity to expand our entertainment aspects.
It's a
Interesting.
great building. I honestly think, this might be ridiculous. I think that it's cursed or something.
Yes.
Like there's
That
no
property.
way. Like I can't believe it hasn't been successful. I remember when it was Festival Bay.
Yeah.
There was a
Yep.
band skate park in there. Okay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yes.
I could not believe that it wasn't successful. It's
They
such a
had
cool
this
building.
awesome clothing store in there. What the heck was it called? The one that everything was $8 or below or something like that.
I don't remember.
They had
I know what
all
you're
these
talking
celebrities
about.
that were joined up with them. Like there was a
Really?
basketball star, one of the Williams sisters. Who was the crazy girl from All That? Who she
Amanda
lost her mind.
Bynes?
Yeah, Amanda Bynes had a line in there.
Wasn't it like?
Stephen Barry's or
I
David
was literally
Barry's.
gonna
Something
say
like
Ben
that.
and Jerry's, and I was like, it's not Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, I think it's Stephen Barry's. Something
Stephen
like that.
Barry's. I remember that.
But you could
store.
even get nothing was under it was $8 or
Nothing was
$10
over,
something like
yeah.
that.
We got,
you could
giant
find shoes,
winter jackets
yeah.
for $8.
Everything
Nice.
was the same price. It was
Now-
dope. I went in there all the time.
I agree that I think this property is definitely cursed, but
Yeah.
I think this
yeah.
may have the best chance of staying
Surviving.
longer because it's the company that bought it. They're billionaires, like with a B. They're billionaires, so they'll probably be able to let it not be successful for a couple years until it can finally pick up
Yeah.
pace.
That's fair.
Okay, give
We'll
it
see what
time.
happens.
I'm
Give
just
it
sad Artagon
time.
didn't happen.
So
Yeah.
that's it for my news. Didi, you don't have any get hype news,
I do not.
but we're gonna go ahead and get into topic.
We're running long. I feel like we've been. Here for a
We're
long time.
running pretty long.
But we're having a good time. So.
It's amazing.
we are having elongated tots.
We're at 108. Elongated tots.
Oh, we're at 108. Oh.
Don't say
So
elongated.
French fries.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
I see what you did there. So something really fun was finally announced. Was it last week? The Mardi Gras performances
Yes.
were announced. So we're gonna go through each one and see what everybody thinks about everybody. So
Do you
let's see
want? Do I still play the song?
well, I'll say February 3rd, and then you can go ahead and play the song. See, I don't even know I don't know what this one is. I only know the one song from him.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a Sean Paul guy.
Is the temperature? It's temperature.
Oh, you spoiled it.
Oh, sorry, you guys can't hear this. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
So we're
We be burning.
we be burning or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know that. I actually don't know that one.
I don't know.
Come on, guys.
So we
Maybe
got,
if I heard it, I
we
would.
got Sean Paul. The only one I really know is the with temperature. Yeah, that's a.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I don't like him because because of that one song.
Womp, womp.
Now he's been here before, right?
I feel like he has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. February 10th.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
yes.
big one. So
I want to go, but
of
also
all the
don't wanna
Beach Boys
die
songs,
from
It's
the
my
crowd.
favorite one.
Which song's playing? I can't hear it.
God only knows.
It's a great song. I wouldn't pick that as my favorite Beach Boys song, but
no Surf and Safari.
or Kokomo. Or,
Oh Lord!
Speaking of Kokomo, so I don't think Attractions put this on their update, but Beach Boys announced that in their whole entire southeast tour,
Yes, I
Stamos?
saw
John
this.
Stamos will be
Stamos.
playing with them, which is
He will be
unfreaking
there at
believable.
Universal.
Because he played drums.
He's
in
an honorary
Kokomo.
Beach Boy.
Yeah.
And he played the last time the Beach Boys were here too at Universal.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I did not know
This
that.
was years
That's
ago.
awesome.
Well, he loves the theme parks too. Like he's a huge Disney theme park fan. So if he has a
Didn't
chance
he,
to come to
propose
Orlando,
to his girlfriend
Yeah,
or something
Disneyland.
at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah.
saw that randomly.
and he has like a bunch of like old theme park props and stuff
that's
like
cool,
that.
that's
but,
cool.
But I saw the Beach Boys. One of the first concerts I ever went to as a kid. And I wasn't even a kid. This was 12 years ago in 2006. They were performing at a local theme park in Arkansas, and I went up and saw them. I was like in the third row. I got a guitar pick and a
Yeah.
drumstick, and
They're so cool.
So it was such a fun.
And the thing is, like, they're older now. Don't get me wrong, they're older.
But they're having fun.
Whoever's left alive now, but they're having
man.
a blast up there. They really are. They're having a blast. So I don't know who this is. So maybe when
I
you
don't
play
know.
this
Do you know?
music,
I don't know who this is either.
February 17th, Kelsey.
Kelsey, it's
Ba-
a
Ballerini?
legend. Have you Kelsey? It's a country artist. I think.
Oh, it's a
that's
country
why.
artist. That's why I don't know.
I don't know the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So don't give us any hate if we don't know, or if
Sorry.
you like her. We don't know who this is.
We're not hit.
I'm looking for the next one though.
Oh, this is kind of happening. This kind of. What happened to country music? This ain't country music anymore. Man, where's Garth Brooks and? Oh man, what happened? So February 18th, everybody knows who Andy Grammer
I'm looking
is.
forward to this one. Nah, honey, I'm good.
What's
I don't know
this
what
song?
song you're playing.
Fresh Eyes? I don't know this person.
You're not even.
You don't know who Andy Grammer is? No.
You're not even playing like one of his bigger
you
hits.
played like a big hit.
Like Honey, I'm Good.
Nope.
All right. Well, a bigger hit apparently. February 24th. You're gonna have Macklemore. Dude. What? I mean, you gotta skip ahead. Just go skip.
I know exactly at what point in the song you're at too. It's great.
$20 in my pocket.
Okay, I can't do the rest.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Someone please gift that if you're watching the video
Please
version.
skip that.
but I did see him last year. No, 2 years ago at Bonnaroo, and he's fun.
Really?
Fun act.
He's not my favorite artist, but it's just fun music.
He's fun. You'll
Yeah.
have a good time if you go see him.
He's going
Yeah.
on tour with Kesha too, so
Really?
Yeah, he
All right,
is.
I'm
Him
not
and Kesha
I'm not
are-
gonna lie. I low key like Kesha.
I love Kesha.
'Cause, like, she's
Kesha
great.
is
She's-
the best concert I've ever been to.
She's not a good singer, but it's just fun music to listen to.
It is good music. It's fun music.
No,
I think she did do Universal a few years ago. I think.
really.
Did she?
I think so.
I saw her at House of Blues, and I still have she threw out dollar bills with her face on them.
Oh,
She's so trashy. My God. This is the one I'm so hyped for.
I am so hyped for this.
But I'm very mad that it's not on March 11th. On
Why-
March 3rd.
I see what you did there.
That would've been
Universal,
awesome
why
to
didn't you
go
book
March
that?
Yeah, why didn't they do it? I'm sure they have a huge
I'm sure someone
concert.
tried, and they just
I'm
didn't
sure.
work out.
It'll probably be like in Nebraska.
How good is 311?
So good.
They have so many hits. So many
so
hits.
many. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go in at their
But
show.
not enough for me to know who they are.
I don't know. I don't know who they are either. Sorry.
Disappointing me, people.
Oh, so good. Oh,
I don't know who 311 is, and I've never
you
seen
want
Fast and Furious. I'm just
them dank
disappointed
yarnums
here.
straight after the show.
Oh yeah.
So March 4th, Philip Phillips.
He won American Idol one year.
Oh, that's a country guy, right?
So
Okay.
he won. I thought he was like a runner-up or something.
No, I think he
like
won because I remember he performed at the Christmas Day Parade taping out, and he was the winner that year.
that. Oh, then they go American Idol winner, Philip Phillips. Philip.
Who names your kid Philip Phillips? Is that his actual name?
Yes, I think it's his actual name.
Oh, that poor
That's
kid.
sad.
It's just like Armie Hammer. His parents named him Armand Hammer.
Oh no.
All right, we can turn that
Army
off. I don't know what they. All right, so did they announce what the March 10th is yet?
It's TBA.
Still
They're
TBA.
hot.
I
Okay.
love
TBA
them.
is great.
Well, apparently they're performing twice. So,
They're that popular.
so March 11th, you have Fits and Tantrums.
Are you playing
likes to
Hand
clap
Clap?
out.
Oh, they sing this
Yeah,
song?
Oh yeah, you don't know that? That's the only song I know from them.
Hand clap.
All I know is that they opened up for Bruno Mars like a few years ago, but that's it.
That's the only song I know from them. But every time it comes on the commercials, we're watching TV, everybody in the house has to do it.
Oh, that's how it goes. I know they're really popular, and I expect Universal to be
It's fun.
very, very crowded when they play.
Oh yeah, I'm sure because they're a recent band.
Yeah,
So-
they just performed on the Christmas special for Disney. So.
Yeah, so-
Oh, they did.
March 17th. They're back. They're here all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
they
much.
are.
They were
Foreigner.
so good. I saw them when I saw them 2 years ago.
Really?
They're so good. I was just like, granted, I was probably the youngest person there, but still.
that was me when I went and saw. Oh God. Skinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw Leonard Skinner there. This was like back like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
I was seriously like the youngest guy there
But you were
that
like,
did not have a Confederate flag shirt on.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
I'm not young. All right, so and then March 18th, I think they were back. They were here last year as well, right?
Yeah, they're here
think
every
so,
year.
yeah.
Fifth Harmony.
They must be signed by Universal or something like that.
Even though they don't have 5 people
Oh,
anymore,
they
they're
sing
still
the
called
song?
Fifth Harmony.
You didn't know that?
Oh, it's like 3
They're
people
more
now.
like Fourth Harmony.
Is it 4 or 3?
Yeah, they got rid of the fifth one.
Well, you can't change the name when you
On the
build
radio all the
you know,
time.
Yeah.
thread.
Because you got to work.
Well, they got the merchandise. And then TBA comes. I don't even know what they're listening to. They're just making weird motions.
We're working,
and
working,
I'm
working.
worried.
Working. You just work from home.
And then TBA is performing again on March
Okay.
24th. So
Man, what a
shout
great
out to
band.
them.
Shout out to
that-
TBA.
oh,
I'll
man,
be there
that's-
camping
That's
out.
great music they have there. Man, you hear
Yeah,
that? Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
I especially love the "Coming Soon" song. Oh.
Now listen, this is the Gatorade
Get hype moment
of Mardi Gras.
Sponsored by Gatorade. Oh, man. Just
Bush. I was wondering what song you're gonna play. Bush is
I'm gonna
so
go in.
good.
I'm gonna go in.
I saw them in high school, and I'm trying to remember who in the world they opened for, because they were actually the opening band.
Did they open up for No Doubt? Ha! That was a joke.
I was gonna make another joke, but I'm like, no.
Family podcast.
But Bush is so good. They have Gavin Rosdale is a beautiful man with a lovely voice. Great. Oh man, and you don't realize like how long they've been around too.
They've been around for
like
a long
early
time.
'90s.
Yeah.
Like early '90s. So that's gonna be another good. And they've never been at Universal before either.
Yeah, it's the first time. I'm so excited.
So before I move into the new releases, I want to know what was everyone's favorite Mardi Gras performance that everybody's seen.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
Because I actually have 2. So Banks, you go ahead first.
Can I be perfectly honest here?
Yeah.
I don't do the concerts at Mardi Gras.
Really?
Yeah, me neither.
No,
Is this because
I
how
did, like,
crowded
one.
it
Just
is?
how crowded it is. I go. Sometimes I like to be in the parade because they do the pass holder signups and
I've
stuff like that.
never done that.
You have to do it. It's
I've
so
never
fun.
done it.
But that's what I do, and I'll do that. I'll have some food, but I kind of skedaddle before the concert's over. The
Yeah,
only
same.
concert I've really been to is because a media event. They had us a good spot. I saw Kelly Clarkson there.
Okay.
Oh,
And she
okay,
was
that's not
great.
bad.
Oh,
She was
my
great.
I really
gosh.
like Kelly Clarkson.
She's so
Speaking
good.
of that Kelly Clarkson concert, the park I was actually hit capacity that night.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. I went and I had to stand basically almost where where they do the makeup by where across from Shrek.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where just
Well, the good thing about
sardine
Universal
cans.
though, 'cause
It was just so bad. They had screens.
I was gonna say
set up all
that's
over
a
the
good thing
park.
because like they started doing that like what 10 years ago or so when Mannheim was around, when they would start putting the screens up. So wherever you were in the
Yeah.
park, even if you weren't closed, you could actually at least hear and see what's going on or
Right.
whatever. So Kelly Clarkson for Banks, Victoria, have you seen anyone there?
Yeah, see, I don't really do the concerts either. I didn't even go to my Grad Bash concert because I was like, butterbeer, bye. But
God.
I think I saw like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh. So from what I remember, that was a positive experience, but not like positive that way. But I remember being so crowded, and there was like no crowd control. So
Sorry.
That
yeah,
Earth,
I
Wind,
don't
and
know. I
Fire.
don't really do that because I'm not about the crowds.
That Earth, Wind, and Fire show was one of the best live shows I've ever seen. So that's probably it for me.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
what are you guys doing over there?
They were so good.
So, what were you gonna say?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, Fire.
Oh, really? It was
So
fun from what I remember.
I have 3 moments. I'll leave my favorite concert for
Were you
last.
there? Were you there when Akon got blacklisted,
No, I was not.
Wait,
or
What
when MC
happened?
or when MC Hammer was an hour and a half late?
No, but I'll
Oh
tell you
my
what
God.
happened with my concert in just a minute. Hold on. So, the first one I remember, Leonard Skinner was funny just for me, just because I'm not a huge Leonard Skinner fan. I like a couple songs, like of course Freebird. Who doesn't like Freebird? But as I'm leaving, I yelled, "Skinner sucks." And I've never been so scared in my entire life. Oh my God, the faces!
Why would you even do that?
Oh man! Of course, I was a punk, young 21-year-old. I didn't care.
I'm assuming this is
Still
the kind of
stuff
crowd
like
that's
that.
not afraid to throw a punch.
No, or their beer. So
Did you
yeah.
get a beer thrown at you?
No, it was just like, yeah, it was just quite frightening. The second one I was going to talk about, you're talking about people getting blacklisted, was Kid Rock. Kid Rock, my buddy Ryan, he was on the podcast maybe like right in the beginning of the episodes and whatnot. We went and saw Kid Rock there, and the first thing he said was, Universal told me not to cuss. F them. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be a fun show.
Was this like Ball with the Ball, Kid Rock, or was this like later on?
It was right after. It was before the country stuff. It was like right around the American history thing.
Okay.
So it was like a little bit after, the American Badass and everything and whatever. So he was still good, then.
Yeah, he was still. Yeah.
He did, like Joe Z was still not. Or was Joe there?
Joe C. No, he died like a little bit. I think after.
He was right after Joe died.
Okay.
Because they still had who was the DJ that spun off into it? Uncle Cracker.
Yeah.
Uncle Cracker was still there, and he still had the one drummer, the big lady.
She's still part of his band.
Oh, she's really? No way. So it was really good. But my favorite concert, and I'm totally blanking on the name right now, is the dude from like 70s funk disco era, white guy.
Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Yes. Dude, Casey and the Sunshine Band was legit the coolest concert I've ever seen. I'm like, all right, this guy's not going to be that great, but I just remember all the music. Let's go. Holy crap, that show was so much fun. Dude, he killed it. He absolutely killed it.
All right.
Oh, dude, it was so much fun. It really was. It really was.
I need to go see that.
Coming,
hopefully they'll be coming to Food and Wine. Or what's that thing? What's the other one called? Flower Garden. Hopefully
that'd be a good one for him to go to. So we'll go ahead and get really quick into new releases of the week.
Oh, man.
Waiting for the music. Waiting. All right, never mind. You're taking too long.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
All right, so you're good. So new releases for the week. So movie-wise, you have three decently big movies. So you have Hostiles. That's the one with Christian Bale, where he's like the cowboy and the Native Americans and whatnot. No, nobody saw the trailer. No,
actually, I
Commercial?
haven't
No?
seen anything about that.
So it actually looks
That's
pretty good.
crazy.
Then you have 12 Strong, which is the true life
Saw that,
movie with Chris Hemsworth about right after 9/11 happened, and it's like him and of course the other 11. They're riding in actually horseback.
They're on horses.
Yeah, it looks crazy. It looks really good.
Michael Shannon, I believe, is in that too, right?
Yes. And then you have Den of Thieves, which is like the bank heist movie with Gerard Butler.
Okay.
Yeah.
GTA 5 in the movie form.
Yeah.
I just saw The Greatest Showman literally this morning.
Really? Any good?
I loved it.
Really? I keep hearing
I'm a
good things
sucker
about
for
it.
movie musicals, and that was just so fun.
Yeah, I keep hearing a lot of good things about it.
Is
go ahead.
sorry. Is the Den of Thieves the one where they're robbing the treasury?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, 50 Cent,
See, I
O'Shea
actually am
Jackson.
intrigued because I always wondered you'd make bank if you did that. Jesus. They have signs. I went to the treasury forever ago. They had signs around that say you think you hate your job. I make my year's salary in 3 hours or whatever. It's so
I'm sorry,
sad.
but no heist movie will ever compare to stealing the Declaration of
Oh
Independence.
no, you're so right. Thank you, Banks. That's on Netflix, by the way, in case you didn't know.
No love for Ocean's 11. No?
I just saw the trailer for the new one.
Nothing beats
Ocean's
National
8.
Treasure, my friend.
Ocean's 8. It's an all-female
Ocean's
one
8,
with Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
That looks
Bullock.
amazing.
It looks good.
Looks fun. Rihanna's in it.
I'm watching
Heard
it.
that. I knew you were going to say that.
Oh God.
Let's hear some love for some Rihanna. And then TV-wise, I don't know if anybody's watching anything, but you were talking about it earlier. With the Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
So while I was sick, I really had nothing else to do but sit there and watch TV.
I haven't watched this
So
yet.
I finished The Punisher. Holy crap, what a show. And then I watched the first 2 seasons of Black Mirror.
You did?
Damn.
What's your favorite episode?
So I haven't seen this yet. Would it? Am I hearing it right? That's like a modern Twilight Zone.
It's more
yes.
technology based.
Yeah,
though.
so I say technology-based Twilight Zone is what
Yes.
I say. But it's cool. It's
Fine.
so when you're listening to this with headphones, blame Banks. It's funny because it's supposed to be based in real life. Some of it, of course, is fictional. That the technology that they have, but you're like, this could totally happen.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking of that,
don't say too much.
It's not spoiler.
Okay.
It's a very minute part of the episode, but
The Pizza Hut thing.
yeah. There was in one of the episodes, there's a truck that just delivers pizzas. It's just all robotic, delivers people pizzas on the street. and it's just a plot point in that show. But Pizza Hut just like announced the thing that they're doing that or
Yeah.
trying
a self-driving
to make
car
that.
that delivers
Yeah.
pizzas. I saw people like comparing it to Black Mirror. And I was
Yeah.
like, why is that? What's going on with that?
So
Yeah.
you were asking favorite episodes, or was it
Yeah,
you?
I want to know what your favorite episode
All right,
is.
so I have a couple favorites. I won't say specifics. This way, it's not
No
spoiling
worries,
anything.
no worries.
But the first episode with the Prime Minister was flat out amazing. I think it,
Really?
it
That's
told
one of your favorites?
because it set the
Interesting.
tone for what what the show's about. I
That's true.
absolutely
It
loved
definitely like destroys your mind.
Yeah.
And then-
The one, the winter episode, the Christmas one
With John Hamm?
With John Hamm. I love John Hamm to begin with, so that was just amazing there. And it was the 3 different stories. I'm like, yeah, this is killer. And then also the one with the memory recordings. We're like, oh yeah, you said this. Oh yeah, let's play that back. Type deal.
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Those
yeah.
are interesting
I
choices.
really like those.
So.
Oh, and then also the one where it was like, God, I don't want to say too much. So when she wakes up and everyone's
Yep.
trying to take pictures of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
White Bear.
Yes.
White Bear.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
God, that is my
White Bear.
favorite. That one
White Bear was killer.
the biggest shock.
Yeah.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
then-
Didi was sending me snaps the morning that he was watching it, like waiting in bed, like, what the? What?
Yeah, those are legit reactions because that's me watching the ending. I'm like, what? 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 But
Maybe
then there's I don't know if you got there yet, but there's this one about AR, augmented reality.
I'm not there yet. I think
Oh,
I have 2
playtest?
episodes left.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm at
That
the
one-
one with Bryce Dallas Howard right now.
That's another favorite of mine. Didn't
that's
they
a
get
good one.
nominated for stuff?
I have no idea.
Got nominated for stuff.
So yeah, Banks, check it out.
Please
it's really
check it
good.
out.
Well, that makes me think like if it's a modern kind of Twilight Zone-esque show, if Disney's looking to update Tower of Terror, they go with Black Mirror.
I don't think they could do anything with
You
it.
don't think they can do
No.
like original
Because
kind
that
of
would be
story?
straight up terrifying.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if they could incorporate the tower
It's
into
not
it.
even. You don't even need to just watch it. Just go somewhere and see a bunch of people on their phone. That
Yeah.
freaks me out nowadays.
Dude.
I'm not even kidding you. It freaks me out when I see people like on their phone. I'm like, I feel like I'm in an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah,
Oh,
technology
man.
scares
It's
me now
creepy.
because of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
But also, I started watching the Twilight Zone too.
Yes. Let me tell you
Good.
a show,
Good show.
new show that came on Netflix. I'm watching. If y'all check this out, it's the David Letterman's new show.
Oh, here
Oh,
it is.
next
good?
guest.
It's good.
It's so good because it's not being released all at once. It's once a month, so it's kind of cool. It gives you something to look forward to. But his first episode is a sit down with Barack Obama.
Oh, nice.
nice.
Obama's first interview since leaving the office.
That's crazy.
And it's funny. It's heartfelt. It's a deep dive into Obama and there's barely any little reference about the current administration.
Cool.
It's just all about Obama.
Cool.
So
That's
and
awesome.
it's just a really cool sit down. So check that out, please.
Awesome. So game-wise, there's really not a whole lot. Coming to 3DS is Kirby Battle Royale. But let's go ahead and get into listener mail. We have a bunch of
we
questions.
do.
Are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
Do we have do we have music for questions? I can't remember. I can never
Yeah.
remember.
Damn it. Okay. We have lots of questions because we were on break for a long time. So these are long questions.
So let's start off with the first one. So I'm out of ideas, Einstein. Bullmoo716 on Twitter. He says, hey guys, I have a Tots idea for you. So we're not going to do it for Tots. We're just going to do it here. The news about Quentin Tarantino making Star Trek movie keeps reminding me of when he almost made a Friday the 13th movie, which I wish actually happened. What pop culture what if do you wish actually happened?
Ooh.
I don't actually have anything for this. So I'm hoping somebody else has anything.
I need to really think about that.
Okay, so maybe we'll come back to it.
Well,
You got one?
Okay.
I have like a really
As-
basic one.
As the professor of theme park economics, mine is theme park related.
Yeah.
When they were coming up with the ideas for Tower of Terror, one of the first ideas they had, and they worked with him, was going to be a Mel Brooks ride.
What?
It was supposed to be like this Mel Brooks haunted hotel.
Oh,
you
that would
kidding?
that would have been
Story.
brilliant.
Oh my god.
Like they had meetings, they had writing sessions,
I'm totally thinking of Haunted Honeymoon right now.
but it was just the original thing.
I know,
original
but I'm
thing.
just like, that's how in my head. I have Dom
But yeah,
DeLuise
there-
and,
There
everybody.
was a time where Disney Imagineers were working with Mel Brooks on an idea for a Mel Brooks attraction that would
Wow.
use the same kind of ride system as Tower.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Like, I wish that could have happened.
That's
That would've
crazy.
been
I
so
never
cool
heard
to
this story
see.
before. Yeah.
That would have been.
Tori, you
hilarious.
got something you said?
It's like a very basic. I honestly would want to sit and like think about this.
Okay, we'll come back next time
but
and say it.
I want Gareth Edwards to direct every Star Wars movie.
Oh my God.
There you go. He did such a good job of Rogue One. I want them to give him more.
Yeah. Do something
Maybe
with
Ryan will give him something in his new trilogy.
Ryan
Yeah.
better.
it. Did you have anything?
I do.
Okay.
The what if Disney didn't do these live remakes of these animated movies that we don't need?
Shots fired.
Such a
But
hater.
Cinderella was good. Cinderella made me like Cinderella. I wasn't a Cinderella fan until I saw that movie. I'm just saying. I don't think it's necessary, but
Unnecessary movies.
So Mr. 24, Carl Medbury, he says, I have a question for the week show. Since I put my transfer paperwork for the Tampa airport, your top 5 road trip songs.
huh?
Okay.
So I don't have a top 5, but I'm just
I
going to
don't
say
have
what
top 5.
songs.
Yeah, I don't have a top 5 either, but the song that I cannot start any road trip without listening to this first thing is Holiday Road. Because I'm such a huge fan of Vacation, the Vacation films.
Yeah.
That is like the theme song of road trips to me. So I will always start off a road trips listening to Holiday Road.
Okay. Tori, do you have anything? I'll come back to you, Didi.
Yeah.
Road
Come back to me.
Trippin' by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay. This really isn't a road trip song, but just I always think about it every time I see the movie or every time we're in the car is Bohemian Rhapsody. I always think of Wayne's
That's a
World
good one.
and just everybody here just singing it in the car. It's just a fun song to sing
I thought
together.
you were going to say Higher Ground by Red Hot
Oh
Chili
my
Peppers.
So, all right. So, side note, really quick. Every single time Didi and I play PUBG, Players on the Battleground, and we're jumping out of the plane, Didi plays Higher Ground by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I laugh so hard every single time. I always think about it as the Power Rangers movie. Victoria, do you have anything?
Jesus. Probably, I don't know. I just think about the stuff I have in my car. So, like, old NSYNC CDs. I love, like, 90s.
Oh, Lord.
90s.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I hate it. Like hate it with disdain. All those boy bands.
Were you one of those
They're
people
so
that
good,
would
though.
like put it
They're
on
so
TRL?
catchy.
Corn.
Oh,
Limp
God,
Bizkit,
yeah.
Old Lady
Yeah, yeah.
Stained. We're bringing metal back to
But
TRL.
now, and once we hit a 90s station or whatever on Spotify or
So
whatever,
good, man.
and I hear Backstreet
The golden
Boys or
age.
NSYNC coming on, I'm like, yeah, I'm saying it word for word.
Yeah.
That and Styx music. I love Styx. I like grew up like driving to school every day with my mom. She'd play like the best of Styx. So.
Nice. So my friend over at work, Maricela Palacios,
Hey.
she says, I don't make New Year's resolutions, but I do make gaming goals for the year. Like this year, I want to replay Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and also DM my
Dungeon
first
Master.
Dungeon Master, my first D&D campaign. She's huge Dungeons and Dragons.
Are you serious?
Do you guys have any gaming goals for 2018?
Oh man. Well, I've quite a few. Finally get my chicken dinner in PUBG. I was close today.
Yes.
I hit number 3,
Wow.
and then I got ran over.
It's so hard.
Pisses me off. I actually want to finish. I actually want to start playing and finish Metal Gear Solid 5,
Okay.
and to actually
Persona.
and beat Persona. But actually, yeah, beat Persona. And then finally to actually finish my backlog of Telltale games. I have a lot of Telltale games. I need to
Okay,
finish up.
okay.
So those are my top 3.
Banks, you're actually hitting your goals right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, just continue playing my Switch and getting more games for that and really getting back into the console gaming. I mean, if I were to set a goal for 2018, it would be to get a PS4 or an Xbox One. I don't know which one yet. Probably PS4.
Yeah. PS4.
Because there are some games that are exclusive to those, especially like Battlefront 2 that I'm just like dying to play.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be my goal. I've got another kid coming, so that's going to probably go to the wayside. But eventually in the
You got
future,
limited time.
eventually in the future, I would like to try and get a PS4.
Tori, anything?
I want to beat Cuphead, which probably will not happen in this calendar year. I actually kind of want to get into Twitch, at least like Twitch Creative. I'd like to do makeup or something on there, which is like kind of gaming related.
No,
And
it
then
is.
I want to. I've been trying to set up with my best friend for forever because there's like an online way to play D&D with your friends, so you don't have to be in the same place.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to set up a campaign
Yeah.
for that. So I really want
I-
to play D&D. I've never done it.
I would
so.
like to do either D&D or like let's just play a board game, like one of those.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you
advanced
can do
board-
that too. That's
I would
really
like to
cool.
start one. I would like to start. That's like something I would like to do. Something practical
Yeah.
rather than me sitting on a couch all day. And
Yeah.
I always do. But yeah.
Like you, Didi, I want to get my first chicken dinner on PUBG.
Oh, so close.
I got number 2. I haven't been anything closer than that.
So close.
Of course, because after that is number 1, so I need that. And then Persona 5. I want to beat Persona 5.
I do want to beat Persona 5. Get my J-pop on.
So I got to get through these quickly because I didn't realize what time it is
Yeah.
already. So Poops and Giggles, my favorite Twitter name ever. Has there been any complaints or rants since Disney started dog-friendly resorts? We were there in December and didn't have any issues with dogs. Will Disney continue to keep it dog-friendly? We hope so. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard
guess
anything.
it's
I
going
haven't
there
well.
was a lot
any
of.
problems.
I saw some negative backlash about it when it was announced, but ever
Yeah.
since they implemented it, I haven't heard anything
Yeah.
negative.
I think
They're all good.
because what Universal do, they have specific floors
Mm-hmm.
for the dogs and specific areas for the dogs to poop.
Yeah.
So I assume that's what Disney's doing. Those reserves wings or floors
Yeah.
for pets, pet
Yeah.
only floors and stuff like that. So
from what I've heard too, they have like a lot of stipulations. Like if your dog's being loud, I think they like call you and you have to come back and get it with X amount of time. And like, so I think they really are conscious of like not inconveniencing anyone.
Heard that.
Let's see. Matt Clark of the Mac Machine says, after Toy Story Land, Runaway Railroad, and Star Wars Land open, does Hollywood Studios need any more changes? What else would you guys like to see replaced and or introduced?
Banks.
Remember, do this quickly because we got to go.
Oh, okay.
Update Fantasmic is what
Yes, Fantasmic needs a big time update. My God.
Yeah.
I would like to see the rumors of Aerosmith maybe come true.
Yeah,
Bringing in
I think so,
freshen
too.
up Rock and Roller Coaster a bit. And then I guess the launch bay, that's always supposed to be temporary. So when Star Wars Lands opens up, you have that whole area of animation courtyard that could have something new put into there. Because that's kind of the last remaining of the studio theme.
Yeah.
So, well, those are kind of my top 3
Cool.
things right now.
Anything else?
I want more Star Tour sequences.
I'm sure they'll do that.
But like more now. I heard, and this probably will never happen, but someone was like, "Oh, like idea submittal for Rock and Roller Coaster, a Powerline roller coaster."
I've heard that they once tested it overnight for cast members, like with the Goofy movie music.
That
on
would
there.
be incredible. I'd be there for
awesome.
that. If they had to get rid of Aerosmith, I'd be okay with that replacement.
It'd be awesome, but yeah, it's not popular enough. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, I
think
guess
it's
like
popular
our
enough.
generation.
Not for
is
the
really
not for the
popular.
not for the international
Yeah.
crowd.
And maybe love
My
is the
lord. All right, so
reason
Brandy E, Phenomenal Zutta, sure. I hope that's how you say her name on Twitter. Says, I would love to hear y'all brainstorm some blue sky ideas to replace Stitch in Tomorrowland since the Wreck-It Ralph rumor seems to be dying. How about a Tron interactive experience to complement the new roller coaster coming where you could be outfitted with an identity disc, trained for the games, meet and greet Cora and Clue, etc. Even have an old school Finn's arcade section. She also said if Flight of the Navigator gets a reboot, I think an attraction based on that could play to nostalgia and futurism both. Disney could do some big fan service there and maintain the original theater in the round show style. Just rechrome the cool ship outside.
I don't think it'd be a good idea to make it Tron because they're so separated
Yeah.
in terms
That's
of
very
the
far
land.
apart.
Why
Yeah,
would
I
you
agree.
do that? I mean, ideally, I'd love to see Alien Encounter come back, but that ain't never
Oh my
going to
god!
happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if they should even repurpose the theaters. I think they should just gut it completely and
do
make a
some
completely new attraction experience.
That's what I was thinking too.
I mean, there's enough space to make a small little dark ride if they wanted.
I mean, they could even get Mickey's Star Traders out of there and just make even more room in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's so
have
true.
plenty
It's
enough
just repeat
shopping around there
merchandise.
that you don't need it. Didi, you have anything?
I was gonna say either bring back Alien Encounter, or I think the Flynn's arcade idea was a really cool idea.
Yeah, I was
Just cut
saying,
it
if
all,
they
make it
just
a
did the
giant
arcade, I'd be into it.
If they because they took out the Tomorrowland arcade like last year.
Yeah.
So and that's gonna be right next to where Tron is. So turn that into Flynn's arcade.
There you go. Yeah, I
Boom,
didn't think
right
about
next
that.
to the right.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yes.
about that.
All right.
That's going to be it for us for this week. Let's go really quick around the table, see where everybody can follow you on socials. Victoria?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at BoboFox and on Twitter at ToriFett and catch my new Blue Sky Beauty video. It debuted yesterday.
Yeah,
So that's on the Attractions Magazine.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Thanks.
Instagram at Disney Goofball, Twitter at Bangslee, of course, Facebook, Attractions Magazine, Twitter at Attractions, and Instagram Attractions Magazine. The Attraction Show live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page. Go tune in.
Didi.
Real quick, I just want to thank everyone who I've been having a really crappy couple days. Thank you everyone who reached out via DMs, tweets, messages, calls, whatever, all that jazz. Thank you so much. I read each and every one of them. They all mean a lot, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
Black Diamonds Prime, BLAKTIMUS, Prime, PRIME. Thank you.
And of course, if you want to interact with the show, it is at AttractionsEXP on Twitter. You can send us an email at expansiondrive@attractionsmagazine.com. Again, we'd like to thank MEI Travel, Mastodon Travel, and Universal Fan Travel for sponsoring the show. And also a new partnership, like I said, with Hard Rock Live and Video Games Live coming to Hard Rock Live March 23rd. Like I said, if you want to try and win a pair of those tickets that we have, send us a tweet about what your favorite video game soundtrack is.
Yes.
And of course, thank you to Gods and Monsters for letting us film and record the show here each and every week.
Buy stuff.
Yeah, awesome
Buy
stuff
your
here.
pops.
You can reach out to them on Facebook. It's like I said, Gods and Monsters. They have plenty of stuff here to nerd out over. That's gonna be it for us for episode 36. And as usual, from the Good Brothers and the Good Sister, Too Sweet.
Get hyped.
Sweet.